From the story of the time-traveling lovers coming to an end to a spin-off diving into Jamie Fraser's past already in the works. Here's the real reason why Outlander is ending after season 8. Grab a glass, pour yourself some of Sam Heughan's Sassenach whiskey, and prepare to cry your hearts out. In Diana Gabaldon's epic historical story, Jamie and Claire's epic love may span decades and has stood the test of time. But like all good things, this was bound to come to an end too. But why though? Don't worry, Sassenachs. Tom Christie's actions didn't cause Outlander to end. Star's head of original programming, Catherine Busby, said that the network is pleased to bring Claire and Jamie's epic love story to a proper, super satisfying end. Season 7 of the show is scheduled to start in the summer of 2023, and there will be 16 episodes in the season. Since each episode of the show is almost an hour long, the overall amount of Highlander hotties that we'll get to see this year is just 16 hours. I mean, that's criminal. Plus, the last season will only have 10 episodes. But what's an Outlander season without some heartache, some steamy scenes, and bad hair? Nothing, literally nothing. But will they have time to answer all the burning questions that the show still needs to resolve? Like Malva being murdered by Claire. You might remember that at the end of the 6th season, Richard Brown and his annoying committee of safety got into a gunfight with Jamie and Claire. Now we know that Claire couldn't have killed Malva even though she was arrested for the alleged crime. And what about Adso the cat? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I want some closure about him. The show has some funny moments, but with everything that's been going on, fans are pretty worried about Claire's super uncertain future at the end of season 6. I, for one, need to know what the dynamic duo is going to do to get out of this mess. Those who haven't read Diana's books will have to wait until season 7 to find out. But till we wait for that, let me give you some good news. A prequel has been confirmed. Exciting, right? But it probably isn't about what you think. Unfortunately, it isn't about Murtaugh, but maybe we'll get one of those too. Who knows what the future will bring? Starz has given the green light to a prequel to Outlander called Blood of My Blood. In the future prequel, we'll learn more about Jamie Fraser and Ellen Mackenzie's past. In an official statement, Outlander showrunner Matthew B. Roberts has confirmed that there'll be several names and faces that fans will know and recognize in the spin-off. Also, the 8th and last Outlander book, called Written in My Own Heart's Blood, will be the basis for the final season of the show. Our favorite author has 2 more books coming out, but unfortunately, when the 10th and final book in the series comes out, Diana will have officially finished her story. As long as we find out how Jamie saw Claire through the window in the first episode, we'll be able to say slanche to the story's end while crying into our whiskey glasses. But fans aren't happy about everything the writer has been doing, since they hated a key Jamie Fraser storyline. Of course, when Starz announced that the famous romantic show would end after its 8th and final season, fans were devastated. And that's me putting it lightly. Many people were interested in how the ghost of Jamie Fraser and the Forget-Me-Not flowers would be explained in the first episode of season 7. You all might remember the strange thing that happened in the first season, when Frank Randall, played by Tobias Menzies, thought he saw a stranger watching his wife, Claire Fraser, played by the beautiful Katrina Balfe. Gabaldon said that one of the biggest secrets of the show was solved by the spirit of Claire's future husband, Jamie. The only trouble was that Jamie was a Highlander in 1743, while the couple was in 1945. When Claire accidentally went back in time, she met and fell in love with the Scotsman. Even though fans have been guessing for years about what happened to Jamie in the future, many worried that the last season wouldn't answer their questions. A fan on Reddit was worried when he heard that the show might end after season 8, since there's a chance that the show won't end full circle. Like, they might just have the audacity to end things without explaining Jamie's ghost and the forget-me-nots at the grave. I really hope that they do, though. Diana has kept Jamie's ghost a secret for more than 30 years. She's put so much effort into telling the story, and she won't let the people working on the series change the ending now. But then again, our imaginations are a lot wilder than anything Diana can come up with. So what if the reveal isn't as interesting? That would break millions of hearts, but again, when has she ever let us down before? However, 2 things are for certain. Claire and Jamie's love story will be ending, and we'll get to dive into Jamie's past with a prequel series. But before that, we would need to know how Outlander will end. Well, while we can't be sure for real, there are some ways the story can end. She released her most recent book, Go Tell the Bees That I'm Gone. And she's already said that the Outlander series is likely to have 10 books. She's given us some hints that the series will end in the year 1800. The amazing author has also said that the story will come to a happy end in Scotland for everyone involved. So get ready for some tears. Even Sophie Skelton, who plays Brianna Fraser, has said that she wants a happy ending in which Roger and her future self get back together. She just wishes that they could go back to the future, where everything is comfortable and they can go to the movies and there's no stress. I mean, fans have been wondering about the end since the very first time they saw their favorite couple on the screen, but we'll have to wait a little longer to get that answered. Until then, I have the answer to one of the biggest questions that fans have asked, and it's one that I've already talked about. Who was that ghost when Claire and Frank were on their second honeymoon in 1945? The answer is, it was really Jamie, and it was confirmed by Gabaldon herself on her website, stating that the ghost is Jamie. As for how this fits into the story, that'll be explained in the last book. Until that bombshell is dropped, we have the spin-off to be excited about since it'll be about Jamie's parents. Back in January 2022, Starz officially announced the last season of Outlander, even though Jamie and Claire's trip through time is coming to an end. Starz has decided to continue the story of their family, though, with the spin-off series titled Outlander: Blood of My Blood. Then in August 2022, it came out that the spin-off was being made. Jamie's parents, Ellen, Mackenzie, and Brian Fraser, will be the focus of the 10 episodes of Blood. This will be another epic love story in a time when love is considered a luxury and marriages are often planned for political or financial gain. The spin-off will show how far people will go to find true love. The title of the spin-off refers to Jamie Fraser's promise to marry Claire, and Outlander fans will recognize many names and characters. Throughout the 6 seasons of Outlander, Jamie and Claire's friends and family have told stories about how Brian and Ellen met and fell in love. From these stories, we learned that neither Ellen's nor Brian's families wanted them to get married, and that Myrta liked Ellen too. Now, fans would finally be able to see Ellen's story from the beginning and learn about her properly for the first time, since we've only seen them in flashbacks before. But we do know that Ellen died of complications from giving birth a long time before the events of the show. Brian showed up in season 1 in a flashback to the day Jamie got hurt and got the scars on his back. He was killed from shock after witnessing his kid being flogged by Blackjack Randall. Oh, and we might also get to see some more flashbacks thanks to the return of Andrew Whipp's return as Brian in the 7th season. And I know everyone wants to know if any of the actors from Outlander will be there, especially a redheaded Scott. Well, the short answer is no, and this devastating news was given to us by the main man himself, Mr. Sam Heughan. But he could be pulling an Andrew Garfield on us, so we can never be sure. However, one thing that is for sure, they always keep us on their toes. So from a spin-off diving into Jamie Fraser's past already in the works, to the story of the time-traveling lovers coming to an end, here's the real reason why Outlander is ending after season 8.